Hello and welcome back to the MG Cup Series here on NBCS, and it is time for our second annual Brickyard 400 here at Indianapolis. This is another 2-mile track, a rectangular shaped oval here in Indianapolis, Indiana, or I guess Speedway, Indiana. And yeah, this is set to be pretty crazy. Remember last season this race was pretty chaotic, so I think all tracks over 2 miles are known to be chaotic ones. But looking at the field as they come by here, as you see in the back, one car spinning down on the bottom of the racetrack. That's Chris Mack once again, just like last season. That's a tradition we have here at Indianapolis now, I guess. We're gonna have a car spinning at the back, and I want to look at that again because that was kind of funny. Yeah, heading down the back stretch, the field is going on by on our pace lap here. Then look at the top right of your screen. You see a car spinning. That is hilarious. Anyways, enough funnying around, because the pace car is in the middle of turn 4, and we're getting ready to set this thing off here. Jeff Gordon, your pole sitter. Indiana's hometown hero, Tony Stewart, right there on his outside. 2 kids that started racing here in Indiana, starting on the front row here, coming down the front stretch, headed straight towards the start-finish line. The green flag is out. We're racing in our second ever Brickyard 400 here in the MG Cup Series. Three wide already as we head out of turn 2. Look at this. Oh, trouble on the backstretch. Around goes Elliott Sadler into the inside wall. He's gonna keep it out of the way. No caution yet. We're keeping it green here. We're still going. But turn 3 is usually our trouble spot. Contact being made right there. Looks like they're keeping it straight for now. A couple cars bouncing off the wall. We have actually completed a green flag lap here at Indianapolis on the initial start. I cannot believe it. Now look at Jimmy Johnson underneath. Tony Stewart contact. That got really tight right there. So many close calls here today. Already one car around on the backstretch was Elliott Sadler. It was Elliott Sadler on lap 1 there. But man. And by the way, this is the last race of the suspension for most drivers, as they'll be back in the car. And whoa, the 77 underneath the 41, 3 wide here, and we're going to complete another lap under green. Really shocking stuff here from Indianapolis. This is supposed to be known as one of the more chaotic races of the season. All tracks over 2 miles are usually, they usually produce chaos runs, and looks like we're keeping it clean so far, which is the last thing I expected here at Indianapolis. Contact in the back, they're shuffling around back there. Chris Mack working his way up through the field, using the draft to his advantage. Trying to get to the inside of Jeff Green, he does so successfully. Oh, bouncing off the wall. It's a 77 to Brendan Gaughan. And now, whoa, contact. They're going to somehow escape that. Mike Skinner about cleared himself on the 86's front bumper, but they are keeping it straight. Jimmy Johnson trying to work his way back up through the field, turning his luck around after a couple of bad race weekends. at New Hampshire and Pocono. We've got like 3-4 separate packs, and then a few groups, and then Elliott Sattler running in the back after his spin into the inside wall on the back stretch. He's keeping it going for now, hoping for a caution so he can pit for new tires. And the way we're racing here today, it might not be long until we get one. Right as I say that, caution is out. Oh, and a big crash in the back. Oh, they're still wrecking. Piling into it late. There's a few other cars, and they're still wrecking down the front straightaway. Oh, big hit for Steve Park. Oh, and Morgan Shepherd hit the attenuator. I knew it was coming, and Morgan Shepherd did the funny. So the yellow flag is out for the first time here today for a big wreck in the back, taking out multiple cars. Casey Mears not having a good couple of weekends either. And we're going to have to go back and take a look at what all just went down. Oh, Greg Biffle. Turn 3, yep, turn 3. That's our trouble spot. 3 wide out of turn 3. Heading down into turn 4. Biffle goes around into the grass, back across the track. Nowhere for Ryan Newman to go as they meet head on. Hard impact for those two there. And then further back, what happened to you guys back here? Bouncing off the wall. And nothing really yet. Oh, Brendan gone. Nowhere to go. Collects Casey Mears. Sends Newman back up the track into Biffle again. And then these guys are just coming into it late. I mean, they're at full speed at this point. And cars getting shot down the track right into their path. Here, see the 90th. AJ Henriksen slammed on the brakes. John Andretti couldn't react quick enough. And got right into the back of him. Sent him around. Same deal with the 80 and the 70 there. And then here comes the 98. Gonna do the same thing to the 80. Plows right into him. And then there's just nowhere for them to go. 62 of Larry Hollenbeck gets low. The 7 runs into the back of him. And he all comes sliding into it. 72 of Tom Hubert in there. As well as a few more. We knew this was going to get chaotic. It finally happened here. Not really even sure what to say about all this. Oh, and more trouble. Heading down into turn 1. Didn't even see that. Yeah, they all just wrecked under caution. Not sure what that was all about, but it happened. So I guess we just gotta live with it. So, anyways, as we move on from that, we're getting ready to go green once again. Green flag is back out. Jeff Gordon, still your leader, but here comes Kevin Harvick, looking to finally win one here in the EMG Cup Series. And Michael Waltrip, your California winner last season, into the picture as well here. Jimmy Johnson with a run on the bottom. I know you heard my chair squeaking. I apologize. We got cars everywhere here. Let's just go on board with Mike Skinner. I'm pretty sure we're about to have some chaos. Something popping off here. Yep, there it goes. I wasn't even expecting it to be Skinner, but... Oh, it gets collected. Hard into the wall goes multiple cars. Ooh, and a big hit for Jeff Green there as John Andretti just plowed into that 43 machine. And the caution comes out again. I was not expecting Mike Skinner to actually be the one that wrecked as we went on board with him there. But I saw them 3 wide and I knew it was coming. But yeah, the 43 into the inside wall, back up across the track, clipping the 31. So I guess unintentional payback, it seems there. All in one wreck. And then here comes John Andretti through the turn. He sees it happening, tries to get on the brakes. It's just too late. Way too late. Green flag is back out. We're racing once again, and look who's in second place. It would be none other than Jimmy Johnson. Looking to win it again. Not this event, but winning, like, looking to win another race here. Kevin Harvick not letting them get by easily here. Further back, here's last season's Brickyard 400 winner, Ricky Rudd. A couple cars bouncing off the wall back here, but keeping it straight for now. No, never mind. I guess not, because we have a caution. The yellow flag is back out. For what? I'm not sure. I'm gonna go back and look. Watching the pace car here. Oh, the pace car didn't really even get stopped before the caution lights came back on. Oh, they wrecked on the front stretch. What in the world? Oh, trying to avoid the 62, and they ran out of room. You know, on the front straightaway, a couple cars going into the wall. Ricky Craven and Larry Hollenbeck. Chris Mack, he was right in the middle of that. I think he got out of there pretty cleanly. So that's what brought out our caution. Alright, we're green again. Time for more chaos here at Indy. Looking further back, Chris Mack on the inside, making moves once again. Kyle Petty goes wide. They're 3 wide. Contact. They're wrecking. Around goes Chris Mack, and there's another wreck further up. And a big crash. 2 separate wrecks at one time. And are they wrecking again on the front stretch? No, they're just fanning out. Okay, then. The yellow flag is out. Jeff Gordon won the race back, and let's take a look at what just happened here. Mark Martin, oh, they ran out of room, and then Kurt Busch down on the bottom. An innocent victim. He was just trying to get by. Made a tiny bit of contact with Stewart, and then they clip him on the way by. Send him right into the wall. And then Mark Martin saves it. He's going to come back up on the track, I believe, without hitting anyone. But Casey Kane, they start stacking up, running over each other. And then here's where it starts. The 5 of Nadu has had terrible luck since returning to that Hendrick Motorsports team and returning to the series. And he gets caught up in it, and then the 30 just kind of flew in there. I'm not really sure what happened to him. Johnny Sauter. Oh. Yeah, that's right. He made contact. Oh, and then hard into the wall. Last car squeaking by, and then look at this. My goodness, the 32 got up on his side. Let's go on board with Chris Mack. Oh, nothing he could do there. Nothing he could do at all. Oh, the 32 was actually upside down. Oh my goodness. We're gonna take another look at it. It's the second wreck. Oh man. Wow. No, he didn't flip. I thought I saw him upside down for a second. I guess not. So thank goodness for that, but it's still a big hit. Multiple cars being taken out and yet another accident. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. And we're back. Alright. Time to go racing once again here from Indy. See if we can get a good flyby in before more of the field gets destroyed here. Heading through 1 and 2. Out of turn 2 now. Down the back stretch. Look at this, towards the back, 3 wide. Once again, these guys, it's almost like they haven't even learned their lesson here. Whoa! Tony Stewart and Chris Mack made contact there. Stewart up the track. Contact made. They're bouncing off each other. Round goes Mark Martin. Back across the racetrack. Hard hit. Oh, and a huge wreck once again. Cars are everywhere. One upside down. Oh, and another big hit on the front stretch with Jeremy Mayfield and the 2 of Rusty Wallace as they were driving away from it. And I guess there wasn't one upside down. Chris Mack caught up in it as well. Oh, there was one upside down. Okay. A lot just happened here. Kevin Harvick ahead of all this. Kevin Harvick turned into the inside wall head on. Hard into the wall. Back across the track. Gets nailed. I mean, got absolutely leveled in the driver's side door. Nowhere for these guys to go as they slid back across the racetrack. And then, oh man, a huge hit from the back from Matt Kenseth there. Sent McMurray upside down. That's one. And then these guys sliding in backwards. That sends McMurray's teammate Sterling Marlin upside down. Marlin lands on Chris Mack. That's the second week in a row a car's landed on Chris Mack's hood. Further back here, I'm pretty sure somebody else got airborne. Looking at looking at the damage, Kevin Harvick was pretty much stopped on the high side of the track when the rest of these guys came piling in. Oh my goodness, man! Oh, brutal hits, brutal wreck in general. Nowhere for a lot of these guys to go. And oh man, wow, we're gonna go on board here with some of these guys. Michael Waltrip, I guess, will be the first one. Wait, no, Kevin Harvick will. Oh man, that really was a hard hit. And then watch this. Oh my goodness, this is possibly the most dangerous race, except for Michigan, obviously. Michigan and the exhibition. This is probably the most dangerous race of the season. Because my goodness, the chaos that happens here in such a quick, short amount of time. It's just unreal. These guys are sandwiched up against the wall. And then Nemechek just gets leveled in the 0-1. Watch. Down the racetrack, bang! Nowhere for Strader to go. And then these guys wrecking behind the wreck, sliding up the racetrack, right into Harvick. More hard hits for that 29 machine that he didn't need. Luckily, everyone is okay. Harvick gingerly out of that car, but for the most part seems to be alright. A lot of drivers shaken up after this, but what's important is that everyone is okay, or will be okay. Look at this from Michael Waltrip's view. And these guys are sliding back up across the racetrack. Mark Martin. Oh, man. Yeah, Martin's wreck was... That second wreck back there was completely unrelated to the first one, but 2 wrecks happening pretty much simultaneously. They combined into one massive wreck here. And this happened right at the front of the field as well. Mayfield gets collected in it as he was going high trying to get by it. You see McMurray up and over. Marlin goes up and over back there as well. And then driving away, there's more damage to Mayfield's car. Rusty Wallace, I'm not sure what he was... I guess he was trying to get by and he just went right into it. On board with Dale Earnhardt Jr. I think these guys slowly realize once they saw them coming back up the track that it was game over for them. You hear some pretty big impacts there as well. Now, who's the next car in line? Jamie McMurray. Let's go on board with him. Wild ride for McMurray. Then he sees his teammate go for a wild ride here. And McMurray gets it rolling again. But, man, that was a crazy, crazy crash. I cannot believe. Just, wow. Great wreck avoidance by Bobby Labonte there to get through all that. Sterling Marlin is going to have a wild view of this. Oh, man, coming through the smoke and then nothing. And watch this. Oh! And there goes the camera. Watch this. Ricky Rudd shoots right through. What a move to get by that wreck. And then he's going to gain another spot afterward as he races Labonte to the line. They door bang for no reason, really. Next car in line is Rusty Wallace. As, by the way, there is a red flag on the track if you're just now tuning in. Wow. Just got through that, or Rusty just got through that. Then he got in that wreck later on with Mayfield, and that ruined every bit of that wreck avoidance. But watch this from Matt Kenseth's view. He sees chaos. He sees a hole. Oh man, he saw an opening on the bottom, tried to gun it and get through it. And it was closed up by the time he got there, and he knew once he saw those cars coming back down across the racetrack that it was game over for him. Right here, that's when he knows it's over. Coming through the smoke, and he just sees cars sliding down right into the hole. The hole closes up, and big hit right into the back of Marlin. Take a few more onboards here. Tony Stewart. Oh man, nowhere to go. Nothing he can do. Just trying to get through it. Hoping and praying that something will go his way, and man, just nowhere to go. On board with Casey Kane. He's on the brakes, he got down in the grass, just kissed somebody's car. I'm not sure who it was. I think it might have been Sterling Marlin that he just brushed. He's got some right side damage, but I think he should be alright. Just from that contact earlier. Chris Mack getting through it, and then would have made it through if it weren't for that. For Sterling Marlin rolling right down into his path. And then bang, right on top of the hood. KO. That's gonna KO the engine right there. On board with the cars behind now. Mark Martin, watch, he's going to have a wild view of this. Sliding through the grass, back across the racetrack, bang! Huge impact there, and then another one. Two big hits for Mark Martin here. So we'll take another look at it from his view. Full speed this time. Yeah, they're bouncing off each other, and then they run out of room. Goes through the grass, back across the track. Oh, man. Hard hits. That's Jack Sprague in the Zero machine. That got wiped out there. Had nowhere to go. On board with Brian Vickers. Vickers sees the 6 coming back across the racetrack. Knows he has to get low. Does a really good job of avoiding that. Alright. Clap it up for Brian Vickers. Terrific wreck avoidance there. Absolutely just beautiful stuff. Obviously the wreck is not beautiful, but the wreck avoidance on Vickers' part was immaculate. I mean, just Oh my goodness, that was so good. I can't even think of any other words to describe just how good it was. So we go on board with him here, doing everything he's supposed to do. Listen to a spotter. And then right here, he's on the brakes as hard as he possibly can be until the seas part ways and he gets on it and starts rolling again. Comes to a complete stop right there and got by without any further damage to that 25 machine. So great job on his part there. On board with Jerry Nadeau in his first or second Brickyard 400, and this one didn't exactly end too well for him. Ran into the back of his teammate. It's the only contact Vickers really had. Oh wow, he got through that pretty well actually. He got a little bit of damage, but compared to these other guys, I mean, he's spotless. I mean, wow. On board with Kyle Petty back here, because why not? Might as well, right? Just to see what he saw in all this. He's got a front row seat for everything. And hello, hit the brakes. My goodness. Okay. Yep. Well, he just took himself out there. And there you see the wreck on the front stretch as they were driving away from it. Carnage. But the red flag has been lifted. And we're gonna get things rolling again here. Halfway through here at Indianapolis. And the green flag is back out. So now with about half the field being gone, more than half the field being gone, like 3/4 of the field being gone here. Let's see, will things be any smoother here? Not gonna lie, I doubt it. I doubt that it'll be any calmer, any smoother, any better. But look who's working his way up into the top 10. It's the 86 of Chris Mack with heavy rear end damage. Oh, contact! Brian Vickers down in the grass. He saves it. Wow. Man, that could have ended terribly. But luckily, they get out of it A-okay here. Chris Mack working his way through that. A little bit of contact made right there as well. Pirates Racing knows that they still have an opportunity. My gosh, I cannot speak today. They still have an opportunity to finish top 10 here. They're gonna try to take that opportunity. These cars are kind of spread out. Oh, trouble back here, and that's gonna bring out another caution. And right as we were talking about Pirates Racing, they found themselves in another wreck. Let's see what happened. Oh, Mikey and Chris Mack made contact. Wow, the rear end got up there. Let's break this down a little bit. Looks like the 86 kind of chopped the 15's nose a little bit, but at the same time, Mikey wasn't really going all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. He was kind of staying in the middle of the groove rather than going down as low as he should have been. And these two just met in the middle, so obviously the 86 expecting him to go a little lower, but it's really just the line AI run here. And then Mikey and Vickers go into the wall. And that causes a whole other problem. Oh, and then he just right into the back of the 15. Wow. Send him on the pit road. So that's going to give Mikey a penalty as well. That's one way to get your payback, I guess. Obviously, Chris Mack feels like he got wrecked. Mikey feels like he didn't do nothing wrong. And they just kind of met in the middle. It's really just a racing incident. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Green flag back out. And coming to about not too many laps to go. We're within 20 to go. And Jeff Gordon your race leader. I just got food, so I'll be eating right after I finish recording this video. But Gordon, your race leader. And look who's in second, Bobby Labonte, who I don't believe has won yet in the MG Cup Series. Labonte trying to pull something out of his bag of tricks, and right as I say that, he just lets Dale Jarrett go by. So now here comes DJ to the inside, and he's going to try to take the lead. I could have swore I saw the flag man holding up the red flag at the pit entrance, signifying that pits are closed, but I guess not. Usually pits closed means that the caution is out, but looks like we're still green. A couple cars on pit road though. Brian Vickers and Casey Kane. Chris Mack, one of many cars with damage on the track. Just trying to hold on to his spot. And he's gonna go all the way to the bottom. Jimmy Johnson trying to make it work on the high side, and he just passed the 86 on the outside at Indianapolis. What did I just see? That looked so cursed. That looked foreign. Oh my gosh, I'm telling it to go the opposite way. Alright, there we go. Jeff Gordon, still your leader. We really only have 4 competitive cars left in the field at this point. Dale Jr. in 5th with rear end damage here. And Jimmy Johnson, working his way back up through the pack, is in 6th. So, he's hoping for another caution. And he might get one. Look at Casey Kane. A lap car here. Pretty slow and in the way of the leaders. This might not end well. Labonte and Rudd being held up by that 9 machine. Casey Kane is going to stay high here, let Labonte go to the inside, but I think the damage is pretty much already done at this point. So, really, the only battle we have going on right now on the track is this one for 3rd here as Labonte goes to the inside of defending winner Ricky Rudd. Rudd just popped the outside wall of the turn 3, and then the turn 4, and looks like, whoa, Chris Mack in the 86, working its way up into 6th place now underneath Dale Jr. Jeff Gordon just needs to hold on to this lead here and not make any mistakes. He'll be your winner. But Dale Jarrett doing everything he can to try to run him down. Brian Vickers being put a lap down. Just popped the outside wall there. Chris Mack using the draft to his advantage, trying to run down Jimmy Johnson. Well, he's got his momentum up. The battle for the lead is pretty spread out as we hit 10 to go. Michael Walker back up into the mix behind that 86 machine. Chris Mack might be having some PTSD here as he sees that 15 in his mirror. Oh, up into the outside wall, but still blocking Mikey as hard as he possibly can. He's gonna try to get a run down the front stretch and clears that 15. But two DEI cars trying to get by that Papyrus Racing 86. Chris Mack is holding off both Michael Waltrip and Dale Jr. Those two in the draft working together trying to get by. But this guy is just not letting that happen. He is throwing big blocks here today. As we have 9 laps to go. Coming around the 8 to go this time by. Oh, Mikey's there now. 86 sideways off of turn 3. Driving as hard as he can to hold on to these spots in the outside wall. He's gonna try to side draft a little bit. It's not really working for him though. Gonna squeeze it in between those two DEI cars, and he's gonna try to fight back on the inside of Michael Waltrip here. And here he comes. And they are battling hard with 8 laps to go. Here from Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Brickyard 400 is coming to a close in just a couple of laps. And contact! Around goes Michael Waltrip in the back. That's the teammate that spun him. And looks like we're going to keep it green. Okay, no caution. Looks like the officials don't want any more chaos. Just want this thing to be over with. And Jeff Gordon gets held up by the 72 machine. Here comes Dale Jarrett on the inside. And Bobby Labonte with them there as well. Tom Hubert still in Jeff Gordon's way. Gordon's got to be furious because he dominated today's race and just got held up by a lap car. Now he's about a second or so behind the leaders, and he's gonna have to run these two back down. They're side by side for the lead right now as Bobby Labonte goes to the inside of Dale Jarrett. Labonte looking for his first win here and trying to do it big in the Brickyard 400 as well. Here comes Jeff Gordon with a huge run. That car is fast. Oh man, he just ran these two right down like it was nothing. All over the back bumper of the 88 of Dale Jarrett. Possibly waiting to make his move in turn 3. Here he goes. Peeking low. He's got his nose in there. And he's going to take it away from that 88 machine. He just took the spot like it was nothing. Ran these two down with ease. And then took it back with ease. Jeff Gordon not losing today's race here. Not like this. He is saying not like this. He's got a huge run of Bobby Labonte down the front stretch. Labonte trying to hold him off, but not going to be enough. Jeff Gordon just retakes it with ease here at Indianapolis. He's saying he is not going to lose like that. This is his day to win here at Indy. And now, further back, a lap car in the path of Chris Mack. Chris just trying to get by him here. Ryan Vickers, I'm not sure why, but he's holding up the 86 big time. He gets into the wall trying to get by him. My goodness, he is... don't even know. He's got like a 4-second lead though. He doesn't need to be this aggressive, but he knows Dale Jr. is faster than him. So he's trying to get a car between the two, I believe, just so he can have a chance to hold on to his 6th place spot here. Oh, trouble, contact! Into the wall goes Vickers, up and over. The car rolling. Vickers goes for a wild ride here at Indianapolis. The car still flipping, heading down into turn 2. Lands on its wheels. And Brian Vickers just crashed hard here at Indianapolis. Chris Mack with heavy damage as well. And there goes his top 10 run. There's 11 cars on the lead lap. And they're going to tell him to pull it into pit road and fix some of that damage, because he is leaking fluids on the racetrack big time here. And he's going to get a black flag for doing so if he doesn't pit. And this is going to end it under caution. Jeff Gordon is your winner here from Indianapolis, as long as we can keep the car rolling for this final lap here at Indy. Jeff Gordon will be the winner of the 2nd ever Brickyard 400 after a wild wreck for Brian Vickers there. Ends it here. So Jeff Gordon, by the way, Vickers is okay. He drove the car away, kinda. He tried to drive it away. He drove it into the garage, but it's gonna come just short of finishing this race. Man, a wild wreck and a wild race here at Indianapolis. Only 12 cars, or well, 11 cars finished on the lead lap. 13 cars finished the race. Or maybe just 12. I don't even know, honestly. I think it's 13. And look at this, tempers flaring between these two still. So 13 cars finished. Now let's go back and take a look, another look at that final wreck here that ended today's race, involving Brian Vickers and Chris Mack. Hold on. '86 gets his nose in there to 25. Just, they ran out of room. I think he was just trying to get underneath them, and they made contact up into the air. Look at the way he got pushed into the safer barrier. Sent the car up all the way into the air. The bumper just brushed the catch fence. I don't think it really damaged the fence too much. It did rip it a little bit, but no debris went into the stands. And watch this car just start tumbling. I mean, that is like, there's one right there. And the car just keeps going over and over and over. I think this is the wildest ride Vickers has ever been on. $12 rolls for Brian Vickers there, as that car just flipped and flipped and flipped. I didn't think he was going to stop. My goodness, that car just, that thing kept on rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and rolling and still rolling. And then it finally came to rest right here in the middle of turn 2. I've never seen anything that wild here before at Indy. My goodness, that was a hard hit for both of them too. So thank goodness everyone was alright, but Chris Mack obviously frustrated as a lap car got in his way and caused him to wreck, and that really just cheated him out of a top 10 finish here. Yeah, you saw he was going for the hole there, and it closed up. Man, he really should have had a 6th place finish here today. Brian Vickers getting in the way and got himself sent on a wild ride because of it. Prevents him from getting any sort of a good finish. Still finished 11th. That's top 15. It's still good, but man, it's not what he was expecting, not what he wanted, not what he needed. He's trying to get that top 10, but instead leaves with a even more damage on the car than he already had. But that's gonna do it for the race. It's time to look at points here. Alright, now for your points, and up next is not Daytona, because we already did that. 2004, yes. Up next is the Glen. And the point standings, Jeff Gordon has taken over the points lead after a couple of bad races from Jimmy Johnson, and he ties Jimmy with the number of wins this season, with 6 wins on the season here. Jamie McMurray and Dale Jr. the only other multi-time winners this season. Mark Martin, Tony Stewart, and Kurt Busch the other winners. Bobby Labonte has a pole but not a win. But yeah, oh, Chris Mack also. Matt Kenseth, they've won. So yeah, this has been pretty good battle between teammates for the championship, but we still have about 15 races to go in the season, so plenty of time for things to get wild. But that's gonna do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Until then, peace.